Real cases before a real judge.
Plaintiff Ashleen Melody started dating the defendant after they met in high school, and they have a daughter together. Ashleen says the defendant was the biggest player in school, and all the girls wanted him, so much so that they even tried to fight Ashleen. She's suing for a refund on car payments. Defendant Nicholas Smith says while dating Ashleen, he ended up dropping out of high school, moving out of state, and enrolling in the military. Nicholas ended up getting his GED and turning his life around, and he wants to be a good father to his daughter. Nicholas denies owing Ashleen.
Tell me what happened.
Well, Your Honor, I met Nick in high school. I was a senior and he was a freshman. I didn't know it at the time, but he was...
Hold it. You all attend the same high school?
We did.
More than like 10,000 kids?
I'm sure there was more than that.
More than 10,000 kids that went to this high school?
But
it's going to be a long one.
Yeah.
How many kids at y'all high school?
A lot.
Over 10,000?
Around there, Your Honor.
No. What high school did you attend?
We did attend Elk Grove High School.
In Illinois?
Yes, sir.
In Cook County?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
I'm familiar with it. There's no more than 2,000 kids. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, we met in high school. He was the biggest player in school. Like, when I tell you every girl wanted him, like, every girl wanted him.
So you had heard of him?
Oh, I met him there.
Before meeting him, had you heard of him?
No.
Okay. It was only when you began seeing him, every girl wanted him.
Well, I wasn't very social in school. I had a kid while I was in high school, so I didn't have much of a social life.
How did you all end up together then?
Well, there was a class we had together. I thought it was all juniors and seniors, but apparently it wasn't. So that's how we met, and that's how we started talking, and I didn't find out he was a freshman until like 2 months into our relationship. So
what happened with the relationship, and how did you find that all the women wanted him?
There was a few incidents where some girls wanted to fight me because they wanted him. All the girls would like come up to him and like try to get with him while I was, even if I was like standing right next to him. Like, they wanted him.
It was a hot item.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to give me some background on your friendship or relationship before we get to the car payments?
Yes, Your Honor. We met in February of 2009, the second semester of high school. We really started dating, like she said, in that classroom. It was actually a study hall, and high school wasn't working out for me. So
because of all the girls?
No, Your Honor.
Why?
I wasn't doing too well academically.
Did you study?
No, Your Honor, not really.
Okay, well, it makes sense.
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
So after that, I moved to West Virginia and attended a military school for 6 months.
Good. Did that work out for you?
Yes, sir, Your Honor. I graduated with my GED and several other achievements.
Good. What are you doing now?
I work now full-time.
Okay, good.
Plaintiff Ashleen Melody dated the defendant, and she claims he was such a player in high school that other girls tried to fight Ashleen for his affections.
And in terms of your high school experience, she said all the women wanted you. Did you recognize that?
A little bit, Your Honor.
You did? Did they ever chase after you?
Several times.
Throw you down and kiss all over you? They did me. Only difference is I was 9. Isn't he so cute? I might have been younger than that. They were older girls, probably what they just wanted to chase after me and kiss the little young cute boy. At least I was back then. They say I was a decent-looking guy back then.
So you feel my pain?
I feel your pain. But by the time I was in high school, they said I was ugly, and that might have been because of the type of person I was. Go ahead. Let's hear about the car payments you're suing him for.
In June of this year, 2012, I was driving and my tires fell off, so it broke down. So, yeah. I called him and told him about it, and he had a car, a dirt bike, and a four-wheeler. So we agreed to him selling me his car for $4,000. And so I would make payments. Like when I got paid, I would give him a payment. When I sold my car for parts, I sent him a payment. And he was supposed to, the agreement was he was gonna drive it up here to see our baby be born and give me the car. But I ended up going to labor earlier than I was supposed to. So he got up here faster. He saw the baby born. He cut her umbilical cord. And he called his friend that he was living with to check on the car. And they said one of his friends had drove it, got a hold of it. However, they drove it and got it impounded. And there was no plates on it, no stickers, nothing on it.
Title had not been transferred to you?
No. I have receipts for all the payments I sent him to.
Does he pay his child support?
The baby was just born. So. I mean, he helps me, though. He's a real good father.
All right, sir, what do you say?
Shortly after I came back from West Virginia after graduating military school, I looked up Ashley, and we sort of picked up where we left off. And 2 months into the relationship, she got pregnant. And immediately, I stepped up to the plate to be a father to her son, who was 2 years old at the time. And I started working. I moved her into my mother's house, because that's the only thing we could afford at the time. And we couldn't even afford that. So she went to her mother's house, and I went back to West Virginia. In June, she told me her car broke down and she needed a new one. I said, okay, send me your first payment of the car and I'll sell you mine, $4,000. I was supposed to drive up 2 days before the baby was born to give her the car and transfer titles over and everything. But the baby came earlier, so I flew here to see my baby born. I cut the cord, everything, helped deliver the baby. I called my friend, check on my car. He said that he had an emergency, that he had to take my car to the hospital to see his father. Something was wrong. So he got pulled over, and of course the car had no tags, no insurance, no sticker, anything, and it got impounded. And he told me I had to come up there immediately and get the car out of the impound lot.
And?
I didn't have the money for it. I didn't have, because I would have to get tags.
And she has paid you $3,999?
Yes, Your Honor.
What did you do with the money?
I
kept it.
As she was sending it to me, I was spending it.
Right. So, who owes her? She gave you $3,999 for a car she never received.
Yes, Your Honor. But I wasn't the one driving the car when it was impounded.
Plaintiff Ashleen Melody dated the defendant, and she claims he was such a player in high school that other girls tried to fight Ashleen for his affections.
She gave her money to you on the promise that you would give her a car. You didn't give her a car, but you kept her money.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're probably misunderstanding the law, because you seem like a good guy otherwise. So you got to sue your buddy. You caused her a loss. She sues you, you pay her for her loss that you caused. If you got a person that caused you to lose that car, then you sue that person, and you'll get your money, and you'll be straight, all right? So you go after that person. In the meantime, you must pay her $3,999. All right, good luck. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I still love him, but I don't know what's gonna happen.
I still have love for her, but it's not the same as before.
I don't know what's gonna happen between us. I mean, he's still a good father to both my kids, so I hope we do keep a relationship, and I'm glad that we're getting over this, because this, like, I literally called him every day. Like, I need my money. I need a car. I have no job, no way to pay for anything, so.
I'm just really happy the nagging is gonna stop. I can finally come over and see my daughter and not have to worry about listening about a car and money, and I'm just happy this case is settled.